was happening. Deku's in danger and it's because of her. Now she had no choice but to watch the boy. She cared about fight for his life. None of this wouldn't have happened if he didn't chase after her. They all would be safe and far away from these crazy villains. Then again, she couldn't be mad either. He wouldn't be a hero if he didn't. That's what she loves about him the most. This was her fault for running away anyway. She put all their lives in danger, risking everything, all because she just had to feel flustered and fly away like always. Her and the rest of the class observed the fight between the young hero and the villain. I give you the power. Izuku, who's under the control of Posey's quirk, answered. His emerald eyes turned to a red. No way, he couldn't have. Deku, you didn't. Damn it, you bastard villain. Bakugo shouted, sounding worried and pissed off. What's going on? He couldn't have. What, Bakugo? Ochako asked the explosion quirk user, questioning everything. We can't just stand here. We have to help him. Bakugo started flying in the air. Followed by Todoroki, they attacked Hitachi head-on. He landed on the ground, fighting them back. Come on guys, they need backup. Ozzy signaled the others. They all form a line ready to be on guard and attack. Let's go, Class A. It's time to put all our training to work. Iida cheered on when they were doing that. Ochako made her way to Izuku, who was now unconscious out on the ground. Ochako's almost there when she got stopped by one of Posey's long red nails scratching her neck. She slipped in pain. The red curly-haired girl pulled her by her hair, having a big smile on her face. Where do you think you're going? He won't be waking up anytime soon. Come here. She smiled insanely, taking out a red liquid needle, parallel to the one Hitachi put into Izuku. Posey held back the girl and strangled her neck, sinking the needle close to her neck. The gravity girl yelped, hitting Posey with her elbows, activating her quirk. The brunette caught her breath. Her body was already beaten up and tired. Posey hit the ground into metal chair. In front of her it floated. The needle is thrown at the girl's neck, but is missed by a couple of seconds. She ducked, pressing her hands together. Release. The other chair fell on the woman's waist, pinning her to the wall, making her powerless. You sick bitch, she stated under her breath. It wasn't enough to hold her down. Posey threw the needle on Ochako's upper left thigh. She fell on the ground aching. Posey applied her left hand and pushed the chair off her, making her way towards the young hero. Posey then made movements with her fingers, activating her quirk. The woman grunts in pain from her nails and shook. Even then she still had more strength than Ochako, who's been using her quirk almost the whole day. Yet even in her weak state, she wasn't going to let this villain go. Ochako begins to move. She realizes she can't. Posey's quirk was in the works again. The girl had no control over herself. Story continues below. Posey's orange cat-like eyes met the brunette's brown ones that were now a bright red. I got you. I wouldn't resist if I were you. Then it hauled down, with gust of wind thrusting her to the wall, striking her out. Ochako felt uneasy and began to lose her balance in the air. She closed her eyes, expecting to hit the ground, when someone caught her in time. The brunette gasped in shock. She couldn't believe it. The tears were covering her eyes. Deku, is that really you? No. Stop. I'm sick of illusions. You won, okay? Now stop playing with my emotions. Ochako forcefully hit his shoulders, not know what to believe or feel. In that said moment Deku grabbed her hands, gently sliding them down. If this was another one Hitachi's games, she was done playing. The girl turns around, getting herself together. He turned her around to meet his gaze. Ochako sniffled, glancing down. Ochako, look at me, my eyes aren't red. Are they? I know things are crazy. But I will explain everything. For now, I'm going to save you. All of you. Okay, don't worry, I'm here, right here. She studied his eyes, a beautiful emerald green. Ochako nodded her head, as his words secured her. There's no way Hitachi would know. The Deku she knew right in front of her. Her rosy cheeks lightened up again. A smile and feeling of comfort soothed her. Knowing he called her by her first name made her pink cheeks redden. It sounded so adorable coming from him. She gazed into his eyes, not looking away. Green energy flourished through his body. She embraced him. He rested his head on her. No, I do believe you. I'm sorry, Deku. I'm just really frustrated with everything. I should have known it's you. Are you okay? Gosh, I thought he... She tailed off and sniffed, wiping her tears. Deku lifted her head up to see her warm brown eyes connect with his again. He was glad to see her here and alive. Deku cupped her face with his hands, on top of her soft brown hair. Their foreheads touched as they both closed their eyes, taking the breath of each other in. I'm fine. Me too. I thought I was done for. Turns out whatever serum Hitachi put in that needle wasn't as effective on my body. Poesy's trance broke off me as well. I'm in pain and my body feels so numb. But I have to finish this. I owe this to you and to everyone else. He told her as he stalked her cheek. The girl is mesmerized by his heroism. Good luck. Actually, I don't think you'll need it, Deku. Please promise me one thing. That you'll come back to me. It wasn't even a question. Ochako just wanted to hear the words coming from Izuku himself. I promise, Ochako, I won't let you down. They fist bump each other, recalling a memorable memory. Story continues below. I'll be by your side cheering you on. Before the brunette left, the brunette kissed his cheek. His face turned a bright red. Izuku made his way toward the enemy. Half of the class used up their quirks. Most of them were tired and passed out. All who was left was Bakugo, Todoroki, Ozzy, and Iida. They weren't going to last, or so they thought. We can't keep this up, guys. Iida says, out of breath. He feels dizziness surrounding him. His engines fired down. My mucus is gone. Ribbit, my throat is killing me. Asui pointed out, tired. My fireside isn't working with me and I'm about to reach the limit on my ice. Shit, damn. Todoroki recalled, lifting his left hand out in pain. He tried to start his fire that was buzzing out. Fuck no. Don't do this to me, damn it. Stupid support item. Guess I'll have to use my hands then. Die. Bakugo stated, going in for the attack head on himself. Hitachi laughed at the struggling students, blocking Bakugo's attack. I'm bored. Now let's have some fun. Shall we? He made his way to the orange button that had lava underneath. His hand on the big read button when, leave my friends alone. The man turned around and smirked, having a shocked expression on his face. What the? Before he could even finish his sentence, his face is hit repeatedly by Izuku's fist, met with a blast of air from his support item. Hitachi is blasted into the wall, landing hard in his back. Midoriya, you're okay and you're glowing. What exactly is this quirk of yours? It's amazing, Iida asked, surprised at his friend's awakening power. Bakugo was shocked as well, but not too much obviously. He knew One for All did something to make Deku stronger. It really pissed him off, seeing his rival pull more ahead of him. He was happy though he wasn't dead, still alive fighting with All Might's power flowing through him. That put his worry to relief though he won't admit it. Deku, you show off. You better not pull that trigger again. Got that? Here we are saving your butt and you just pop out of nowhere. Story continues below. A brave smile appeared on the OFA user's face. His presence brought back hope to all of them. Hey guys, sorry I made you all worry. Everything's fine now, I'm going to win this Hitachi. A blue scan took over Izuku's body. Coming from Hitachi weakened and walking. He had his left hand up controlling it. I don't what happened. Or how the hell you're even alive. Now I'm serious. I'll show you no mercy. One for All was graciously flowing from its user's body. It wasn't the bright green that flowed out naturally. At the moment Izuku was very deep with his emotions. He was scared and angry. Most of all he wanted to save the people. He cared about no matter what it took. Still fighting with his heart on the line. As he powered up it became a dark red and black. This added a smirk on Hitachi's face. Right back at you. Just so you know, I won't be sorry for what happens after. Because it will be more than what you deserve. Which is to rot in hell. Hitachi for her the laugher out of him. You know what makes me despise you heroes the most? Is when you're at a losing end. You still put on a smile on your face. Deep down you're shaking in your boots like a scared little kid. With that said the man is met with a blast. Shut up. Followed by black electricity. Blasting him all the way to a wall. He coughed up blood, still laughing and smiling. You have such an amazing power. But your persona doesn't even match one bit. How ungrateful, you don't deserve it, it belongs to some far more powerful. Someone like me. Scam complete. The villain smirked, he tightened his fingers together. The hero groaned in pain. Blood started to drip all over his face and forehead. Stop. Make it stop. Izuku was breathing really heavy. Falling to his knees, not movement. Hitachi went up to him standing afar. Izuku was caught in Hitachi's quirk activation. I'm afraid I can't help you. Now who has the upper hand? Ha ha. Like I said, you may have the power. Power alone won't make you a hero or a symbol. There will always be those in trouble you can't reach. What will you do then? You can't do anything. Izuku then moved and turned again. He stood up but fell in process. As he continued to fight the pain. Powering up One for All with all he had. This is stopped by Hitachi landing on top of him. I'm not asking for your pity. I know what I saw was just an illusion. Ah, there was a crack, the sound of the One for All user's arms that broke. Story continues below. The boy screamed out in pain. Good luck fighting without these. What did you say? That you're going to win? Bullshit. Same old things you heroes say. Any last words, hero? With his arms broken, it was no use in fighting back. Hitachi was on top of him and nailed his arms down. Izuku smiled, it was a brave smile. One he showed on every fight. Reflecting that even though Izuku was losing, even if the villain probably had the upper hand, or he may not win, he'll never give up because that's who Deku is. That's why I left my legs unbroken. To do this One for All 100%. It doesn't matter what I have to lose. I just want everyone to be safe. Hitachi got blasted into the wall. Blood all over his face. Shaken, he stood up, spitting out blood. Still standing up, wavering through. Hitachi could pass out any second. He grabbed the boy by the neck and locked his hands. Izuku was the opposite, at the point where Hitachi can get him any second. He was shivering and couldn't stand. Izuku fell to his knees. "Give it up, kid. It's over. I won and you're going to die. Such a loss of your life. You could have lived." Hitachi flipped the hero, throwing him on the ground. "En no I. Still en need to s save, t them." Those were his last words. His body was lifeless on the ground. The others were shocked and distressed. Ochako came into the scene. To where Izuku's lifeless body laid, Ochako found herself in stunned. She cradled him close to her. "Deku, no, answer me please. How could you do this? What did he ever do you? Screw you. I'll never forgive you." Hitachi laughed vaguely, approaching the gravity girl. "I've been screwed up for a long time, little girl. He was very dull and lame. Don't know what you see in him. I just figured since I couldn't have the power, I'd just take him out to easy, if I say so myself." An explosion followed behind him and an ice attack, followed by Ozzy's mucus and Iowama's laser beam, distracting the villain, whose attention was towards the unconscious Greenette and Brunette. "Why won't you all just give up already? If you did, I wouldn't have to go through this scam." He had all the students under his control. With his quirk illustration, all of them were trapped in what they feared the most. Ochako was the first one to give in. Hitachi took her life force for a second, making her dizzy and zoned out. Then it was Ozzy, Mina, Aoyama, Hagakure, Kirishima, the only ones left. Fighting it were Bakugo, Iida and Todoroki, until Uraraka woke up with a fighting face on. They all joined force, taking this lowlife down. "How are you guys still alive? Die already." Story continues below. The girl approached Hitachi and presses his shoulders. "Because we know the difference between reality and what's not." Float. Hitachi floated up in the air. "That's my line, you crazed idiot. Die, you scum." AP shot. "With everything I got." The Mon's face was then met with Ida's hand. That was covered in hard armor. His legs giving him a boost, making him almost fly. "You are done, villain. This what you get for messing with our friend Aoyama now." The laser quick user shoot the orange button. Release. Hitachi fell into the lava, burning. No, this wasn't how it was supposed to be. His last words, he sank the endless bottom pit of lava. Iida pressed the button, closing the lava. "What happened? Are you guys okay?" "Sorry, I couldn't help. His quirk was so consuming." Kirishima, who just broke free of Hitachi's quirk, asked. "Yeah, we were really worried. He did this thing to us, playing with our memory, the people we know. I never thought I'd come back." Froppy got out right after. "It's okay, Ozzy. You did a wonderful job. We all did. The villain is taken care of. All that's left is." Iida comforted her. The girl bolted to the boy who just saved her life. Ochako laid her head on Izuku's chest. "Oh my god. Deku, you can't die on me. Be strong for me. Hang in there. He's not breathing. I'm worried. We need to get him to a hospital." Ochako tightened her hold on him. She closed her eyes as she rested her chin in the softness of his green, messy hair. Blood stained on Ochako's clothes. She was a mess. Her eyes were getting puffy from all the tears. "Are we too late?" A voice entered. Sirens were heard from outside. "Mr. Aizawa," they all say in unison. "We came as soon As we found out what kind of rotten plan this was, another familiar appeared. All Might, come on, let's get you all to a hospital. This building is under investigation. You okay, Ochako? They didn't hurt you or anything, did they? The teacher asked the girl whose tears still stained. No sir, just scratches. But Deku, he saved all of us, he's going to okay, right? He has to be. She broke down again. He's going to be fine. We'll make sure of it. He assured her, his hand on her shoulder. They all make their way out. Izuku was helped by specialists. On a gurney into the ambulance. The others were rushed to the hospital for a checkup in the overuse of their quirks. The fight was over and the villain gone. The question left leaking was, did the heroes really win? And, hey guys, I finally updated. I know it's been a while and I appreciate your support and patience. Also thanks for 1.21k reads. You guys are just so amazing and I can't thank you enough. I just really wanted to end this chapter on a note where it wasn't too predictable. I also wanted to kill Hitachi in a way it isn't too cruel. It hurts me to what happened with Izuku and doing this to him. But I feel like it's what made this chapter shaky. Lol, I will update more, I promise. Until then, love you all, kids.
Know that if we communicate, peace will be ours till the end. Don't fall.